Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Single Sounds. I'm your host, Katie Mack, and I am on a personal mission to create positive dating experiences for all single Londoners. As this podcast has developed, so have some of the characters' lives. Currently, none of them have informed me that they are taken as of yet, but some have gone travelling. So if you see either of these T's, taken or travelling, at the front of the episode title, it means that the characters are currently not dating or in London. This will be updated regularly and can be switched back and forth depending on situations. This week's character has too many outrageous dating stories to keep track of. She really does light up a room and brought so much energy and joy to this episode. So, welcome to Single Sounds, the one with the 3-seater van.
Hi, happy to be here.
Good. Let's start with your profile. So, who, what, where? Who are you sexually attracted to?
Just boys.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And how about what? Like, what are you looking for?
I would say physical type. I don't really have one, but they have to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have to be funny. And if they're fit, then that's a bonus. But, like, for me, I've dated quite a lot of different people. Short people, tall people, blonde people, dark-haired people. Like, so yeah, but mine's about personality and funny. People say that, but that's actually true.
Yeah, I see what you mean. As in, like, people say that to seem nice.
Yeah.
You mean it.
Yeah.
But how about where?
So I'm currently London-based. Ideally, they'd be south of the river because I don't have time to be commuting north.
Fair enough.
But, I mean, clearly I'm on this podcast and can't be that picky, so I would I'd extend the search to probably the M25.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty decent.
But if they were northeast, probably no.
Yeah, it's the east, the connections are bad, aren't they? I was thinking like why east, but there's no tubes.
No. And also, my problem in London is that because I'm northern, I do love northern boys, and they're hard to find.
They are hard to find, I think.
Yeah.
I had another girl on the podcast who was searching for a northern boy, and she was struggling.
Yeah, the pool is small.
Yeah, I think they like to stay up north, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know your 2 truths and a lie.
Okay, so my first one is that I was on the front cover of a newspaper.
Okay.
My second one is that I played piano for a minor member of the royal family. And my third one is that I'm a dual national.
What's that?
Like, I've got 2 passports.
Oh, sorry. Got you. For 2 seconds, I was like, what is that? I was thinking of, like, because I was on the royal family hype. I heard jewel as in, like, a gem.
I thought you meant, like, jewel, like, the vape.
Oh, no.
Like, I'm a national representative of the vapors.
Yeah. It's like, what is that?
Definitely not, no.
Okay, these are interesting. None of them are, like, super out there. I think all of them are quite
None
possible.
of them are super out there.
No.
Okay.
I can imagine all of them. Like, you said minor member of the royal family.
Yeah.
I've met Princess Anne because she randomly came to our school. Didn't play the piano, but some people did perform, you know?
Yeah.
One of those things where it was like, we put on a concert for her. So, I see it.
Possible.
Yeah, having 2 passports, dual nationality. It's not crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
Being on the front cover of a paper is a bit more out there. I'm going to guess the 2 passports a lie.
No.
No.
I am. I've got an Australian passport and an English one.
Oh, cool.
Because my dad's Australian. And the other truth is that I was on the front cover of a paper.
Okay, which one?
The Metro.
Okay.
But I had like 15 minutes of fame when I was carried across a puddle at university. Basically, there was this puddle that went viral online because people were surfing across it. It was such a big puddle. And then my best friend carried me across the puddle and we got papped.
Oh.
We got photographed and they literally used it on all the papers about this viral sensation with the caption, "A night in soggy trainers."
Amazing. Since your 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, so I've been on the front cover and I've never played the piano for a minor royal.
Fair enough.
But
do you play the piano?
I used to in like 2007, yeah.
I'm the same. Like, if someone asked me that, I'd be like, maybe not. Can't play much now.
Exactly. Like 3 blind mice, maybe.
Yeah. At push. Cool. Okay, let's head right into your worst dating story.
Yeah, I mean, I do pride myself on not having that many bad ones because I think you can have a nice time chatting to most people, but this was bad. I mean, on his dating profile, it said that he worked in health and safety, which should have been a red flag from the start.
Oh, yeah. That's a big red flag.
But he did say, let's go to this nice Indian restaurant that I'd wanted to go to for ages. So I was like, oh, you seem nice, quite good looking, like nice food. I like nice food.
Yeah.
So I got there and honestly, wow, it was literally like being at health and safety briefing the whole night.
It's just so dry.
So dry, like Savannah dry. It was bad. It was so bad. And because, like, normally I do drinks on a first date, but this guy, because I'd committed to food, you're locked in for a long time. Then we were like, oh, I think we both knew it was not really going to go anywhere, but I got home after the date and he texted me like, oh yeah, I'm not sure I was really vibing, more friends, and I was thinking more colleagues, but whatever.
Yeah.
And he then said, I don't want to date you, but please can I add you on LinkedIn because I think you might be successful one day.
That's
not even like you're successful now or you'll be successful in the future, just like you might be successful one day and I might be able to help. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, ha ha, I thought this is some weird humour. I said, and I was like, ha 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 ha. And then like 2 seconds later, I got a LinkedIn notification like, so-and-so wants to add you on LinkedIn. And I thought, fuck no, reject. I was like, I don't want to be tied to you in any way.
Also, like, even if you got famous, like, why would you have, like, helped him in any sense? Like, you don't have any relationship with him.
Yeah, like, oh, I know this guy, he's super good at health and safety.
Yeah, like...
he's really dry.
How would it help him in any sense? It's so weird.
Like, even if I was the director of a health and safety company, like, what am I going to do about that?
Yeah, well, you probably wouldn't hire him because you were like, he was so dry.
Boring.
Don't want to work with him. Oh, I'm glad you rejected. That is a weird request.
Never spoke again.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
How about your best dating story?
Yeah, so this is, I can't really pinpoint, like, the best of all time, but, like, I think the best one I had for a while was I went on a journey to date people that I wouldn't normally go for. So on the apps, you can often become, like, a bit of an echo chamber, like, oh, I'm only looking for this. You can start to confine yourself to a certain type of person that in real life you wouldn't confine yourself to. So I went on a journey to date all the different types of people. Like, normally I was going for people with, like, that had been to university or, like, looked like my ex or, you know, things like that. Classic. But then I was like, God, this clearly isn't working for me. So I started dating, like, all these different, and I met an electrician.
Oh, nice.
Who worked for Leeds City Council.
Okay.
Where I was living at the time. And we got on so well. I was like, wow, I've always fancied tradesmen. And I was like, wow, my dreams are coming true. And it was going really well. And then I was living this, like, this date went so well. I was living this, like, tradesman's wife fantasy. Like, he'd come pick me up from the office in his Leeds City Council van. Like one of those ones with 3 seats in the front. Yeah. And like I'd sit on one side. There was obviously space for my laptop. That was great.
Maybe a little dog.
Yeah, I was honestly like, wow, I can imagine our life together. And it was going pretty well. And then every morning he'd like, this is ridiculous. He'd take me to the Mackey's drive-thru He'd take me to the Mackey's drive-thru in the Leeds City Council van and be like, babe, you can have whatever you want. And I'd be like, 2 hash browns and a cappuccino, please. And honestly, but I was obsessed with this. Like, I know I laugh about it now, but at the time I was like, this guy treats me so well.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
And then everyone at work, like, because we were like dating for quite a while, like everyone would be working like, who's your friend in the Leeds City Council van? And I'd be like, oh,
just my man.
Anyway, that came to an abrupt end, but
sad.
But
you didn't get your hash browns anymore.
No, I have to buy my own now. But that was the best because it was like someone I would never have gone for. But then I ended up having the best time with, and we had so much fun, and I got to ride round in a nice 3-seater Leeds City Council van for a couple of months.
So did he drop you off at work in the van?
Literally outside.
That's
like
so funny.
Outside the office there was like a turning circle for delivery drivers, so I would literally get like door-to-door service and I'd get out, like flick my hair. Bye, hun.
Such vibes.
Such vibes, I loved it.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh, So do you think, though, from that journey, that's why, at the beginning you were like, I really go for personality because you've had the full experience of, like, it doesn't matter what background.
100%. And, like, on this journey, that's how I knew I went for personality, because I was dating all these different sort of people that looked not what I would go for or had different backgrounds to what I'd normally go for. And then I got on really well with some of them. Like, one of them that didn't go so well was someone that had left the Jehovah's Witnesses. I didn't know this when I matched him, but then it was coming up to his birthday. I was like, oh, what are you doing for your birthday? Like, are you going to have a party? Like, and he was like, oh, well, my friends are throwing me my first ever birthday party. And he was 28. And I was like, wow, like, I thought like maybe, I was like, fuck, some sordid, I don't know what's happened to you. And he was like, yeah, my parents just never made me a birthday cake, nothing. And at first I was like, wow, you're such a normal person to have had such an upbringing where you didn't have birthdays. But then quickly, it turned weird. Like, it was like 0 to 100. He was like, I'm going to make pasta from scratch and all this. It was mental. And
what, for just for the birthday?
And then he invited me to the birthday party, but I just couldn't go. It was too much. I feel like I'd been love bombed by a Jehovah.
So you probably ruined his first birthday because you didn't show up.
Oh my God, I've actually never thought about that.
He's probably so excited being like, oh, my new girl's coming.
Yeah.
Show you off to all his mates.
Yeah.
No, it is quite crazy how you can get to know someone so well and then they reveal something about their background and you're just like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, no clue.
And that's where the apps fall down, really, because you can get a good sense. You know that someone's in the right ballpark, but then they can do one thing and the ick is instant, you know?
Like make pasta from scratch.
Yeah.
For their first birthday.
Yeah, honestly, it's stuff like that. Or when people say surfing phrases like gnarly in real life, or when they do that hand signal like Bart Simpson. And you don't know that from a dating profile.
No, you don't. You do not. It's like when you meet them and you're like, oh no, you're so cringe with your mannerisms.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your stop, start, continue?
My stop is taking life too seriously. Like, I love fun, I love doing new things, people that have, like, a joy for life, and I don't want people that feel too restricted or want to live, like, the same day-to-day. I love travelling, and I love going and doing new things all the time, so I just want people that will try anything and don't take life too seriously. My start, I would love someone to start pushing me out my comfort zone further. Like, since COVID, I've really tried to do that, like going on holiday on my own and things like that. But I love people that suggest new things, like, axe throwing or I don't know, like indoor cricket or something, you know, like I would literally try anything, and I love doing all that sort of fun stuff. So I love people that suggest things that I'm like, wow, I would never even thought of that.
Yeah.
Continue. Yeah, travelling has to be, like, is big for me. Like, I don't go to the same place twice very often. I love seeing new things, learning new things, and that for me is a bit of a non-negotiable.
Yeah, fair.
I don't want to go to Marbella every year till I'm 50. You know, it's not for me.
That was one of my worst date experiences, actually. I met this guy, and, like, on paper, he seemed great. Like,
yeah,
he worked really close, and...
that is what you're looking for, proximity.
Number one, he worked really close. So for a date, it was so easy. Like, as soon as we matched, he was like, oh, what are you doing Tuesday? Do you know what I mean? Like, it seemed really great. Like, I liked his pictures. He was sporty, you know, like, I don't know, just the general tick boxes. I was like, he seems like a good person. And we got on this date, and he just won't shut up about his friends in, like, a really weird way.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, yeah, just obsessed with his friends in, like, an unhealthy manner. And this is how I learned that they go to Ibiza every year as their only holiday. And he was like, all I want to do is go to Ibiza for every annual leave I take. God. And I was like, it gave me the ick so bad, because I was like, I can't think of anything worse. Like, I am the same as you. I hate going to the same place twice. If someone suggests a holiday, I'm like, no, I've been there. Like, honestly, pick someone new.
I'm a nightmare now for group holidays. Like, someone was like, oh, do you want to go to Italy? It's like, no, I've completed Italy now. Like, where can we go that's, like, within our budget, but also new for me?
Yeah.
So, like, I completely feel that. And I also think people that just talk about their friends, it's like, do you know you're marketing yourself? Like,
not your mates.
Yeah.
I don't care about
your mates sound great. Like, where are they? Get them involved.
No, it was just, he was using all their names as well. And honestly, he was talking about 10 different friends.
Oh, too much.
And I was like, I don't know who these people are. Like, I don't care what
Fuck off,
Jimmy was
Matthew.
doing.
Yeah.
Like, it was so weird. And it was all about that Ibiza stories. And I was like, you literally couldn't sound more unattractive to me right now because, like, to be fair, I've never been to Ibiza. I'd want to go once.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I'm
Yeah,
done. Like, I
yeah.
don't want to go every year. Like, I just think it codes as something different, right? It just shows you're unadventurous. You don't like change. Essentially, you like safety. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't sit
danger.
well. Yeah, I like danger and fear. But it is a thing. Like, I do like making myself feel uncomfortable. You know, they say, like, do something that scares you every day. I actually do like that. Like, I like...
For me, it's this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. This is scary. It's not really.
Not really, but yeah.
It was scary for me to start it. That was one thing that I was like, you know, I'm just going to do it.
You have a voice for radio, though.
Thank you.
I'm not sure I'll be able to listen to myself back.
I like your voice. I think it's good.
Well, you got to say that.
Trust me, I don't. I do not say that to everyone. Let me know your most irrational fear.
Humans in my wardrobe. Like, I have a fear that there's someone in my wardrobe at all times. I'm 25 and I will still sometimes check the wardrobes before I go to sleep.
Aww.
Because I'm an adult child. And basically, I watched Saw in year 8, so like 2008. And in 2022, it still haunts me because there's this little girl in bed. Her mum puts her to sleep. Saw's in the cupboard. Next thing you know, everyone's dead. Like, and I'm not being funny, like, I did not check the wardrobe before that day in 2008. And now when people are like, will you watch a horror film? I'm like, no, I don't want to have more fears for the rest of my life. And they're like, oh no, you'll forget about it. I won't. I won't. It's been 14 years and I haven't forgotten. I think that's where it stemmed from anyway. And now it's just...
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just a creak, a little shuffle.
In the wardrobe. Is it just the wardrobe?
Yeah, not under the bed.
Not under the bed, yeah.
Yeah, not bothered. Although I have got quite a low bed, so only a very thin person would be able to fit under that.
Yeah, fair.
And I would back myself in a fight against a person that could fit, that it is so lean that they could fit under my low bed. So yeah, but that is my irrational fear.
Okay, what are your shower thoughts?
So my shower is directly across from a large mirror, which is terrible because you have to look at yourself naked for however long you're in there, really. I mean, you can look away, but it's still in the corner of your eye. And I do often look and think, have my tits sagged since I was last here?
Just checking in.
Like, sort of maybe measuring against the tiles. Oh, I'm still good for now. I doubt I'll still live in this house when I'm 50, but I imagine I might have moved 1 tile down, 2 tiles if I'm unlucky. I mean, it's just something that, just my little check-in with me.
Yeah, you're exactly like, it's like when you're a kid and they like do the height mark on the wall. Like you're doing it with your feet.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Like, just checking.
And I look, and to be honest, I've done well so far, I'm fine. But, you know, it's nice, it's a nice in the knowledge that I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
The elasticity is there.
Don't worry. Nobody panic. Amazing. And what is your drink of choice?
Oh, I'm sorry, I am that person but vodka soda, the skinny bitch.
Oh, fine.
I will happily say I'm not a skinny bitch, but I basically did engineering at university, so it was me and like 12 lads that went round together, and I used to love pint. I do love pints, I really do, but I started to get fat. Like, when I say fat, I mean fat. So then I moved on to, like, wine again. You can't drink wine at the same rate as people drink beer.
No.
I'm still fat. So I started drinking the vodka sodas so that I could basically hang around with my friends in the drinking culture but not become obese.
Yeah.
And now I love it. It's my favourite drink, like bit of fresh lime. It's just so refreshing. The hangovers are not bad at all because you've effectively hydrated yourself at the rate that you've dehydrated yourself.
Yeah.
So
Genius.
the skinny bitch is for me, and people judge it. I'm expecting your listeners may judge me for that choice, but I am who I am.
Yeah, I mean, I have it too because I'm the same as in, I used to only drink cider. Disaster.
Yeah.
Disaster.
The headaches after those sweet drinks.
And like, each pint is like 300 calories. Like, it is mad. You're having like a whole meal. Because I'd always have like, 6?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
And that wasn't even like me getting drunk. That was just me having a good time.
Like, I feel you.
Because you drink them slow and like over hours.
Yeah.
Like, whereas I used to...
I've not got a problem. You've got a problem.
everyone else. But now I always do gin, but I always ask for slimline tonic. And like, I see those eyes. I see them go like, oh, why can't you just order a gin and tonic and be like a normal person?
Yeah.
But I want the slimline. As it tastes better to me now, because if you drink it so much, you're like, that's what I'm used to.
And now when because I only drink Diet Coke as well, you get like you get like furry teeth, don't you? Like I can literally feel the sugar attacking my teeth when I drink full sugar drinks. It's weird. And also I do think it makes you even more dehydrated. And other people that try the skinny bitch / vodka soda with fresh lime say to me, oh, it just tastes like vodka and water. Like, yes, but I actually like that.
Yeah.
Like at first I hated it, and I admit that I was forcing it down, but now I like it. I also like a tequila soda.
Oh, yeah. Someone said tequila tonic the other day, and I was like, never tried that.
But it's nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm trying it.
Yeah.
Okay, it is bestie rec time. So I hope this person's a surprise for you.
Okay. I'm nervous.
Ready?
Yeah.
So here's why I think you should date my northern blonde bombshell of a bestie that will have you smiling from ear to ear the whole time you're in her presence. She's ambitious, she's flirty, she's fun, she's always up for a laugh, and there will never be a dull moment when you're with her. Whether it's going for a hike, having a vino, cycling through the Yorkshire moors and dancing the night away, she'll always have you on your feet and keeping you fit. She has no issue dancing on tables or donning the turkey hat at Christmas parties. Working in infrastructure, she'll also be great at managing your assets. She's not afraid to put you in your place and keep you on your toes, always wanting more. Even as a gay man myself, she's had me questioning my sexuality in the past and isn't afraid to try and outsass even me. Don't take this one for granted, as she has no problem as, and I quote, telling you to get in the bin. As unlike me, she's good at avoiding the trash. So just make sure you're honest, down to earth, and always wanted to have fun, and you'll win her heart. So be good to her. She deserves it. She's amazing. And if you don't, I'm going to be throwing you in that bin myself.
I absolutely love it.
It's so good, isn't it? He covered so many points. The start was so like, I was like, yeah. He was like ambitious, flirty, fun, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, wow. That's so kind.
It is nice.
I am a blonde bombshell that loves to have fun, but it is true. Like, there's no recycling for me. It's black bin only.
Me and my friends like to say, like, we say in the bin, but when it's so bad, we like to say in the bin and set it alight.
Oh my God.
I know.
Wow,
So it's like
the anger, the pain.
The bin's like on fire, so it's like you can't return to the bin.
Yeah.
It's like the bin's literally been burned.
Not being funny, even if it's not on fire, if you're scavenging around in the bins, you need to check yourself.
People do though.
I mean, I have done it, but like that is my general policy. And like it all came about from when my friend was dating a horrible bloke that kept reeling her in. And so we used to just say to her, like, you need to in the bin. And then one night when we were all drunk off rosé, we were just chanting in the bin, like a fucking group of lads at the rugby. Like, in the bin, in the bin. And then now it's
just a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's quite a good summary of me, really. I like to have fun, active. I think it's what we've spoken about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did well. I like the dancing on tables. Was that a skiing reference? Or?
Yeah, it is. I've only been skiing once for reference, but I did dance on tables. But to be honest, like, I have to have a good few rosés to do it. Or skinny bitches or whatever. Like, normally it's when I've drunk wine that I get on a table, but it does make me feel like one of the mums from Bridesmaids. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you tried to ask me after one drink, I'd be an absolute no, because I don't like public embarrassment. But after 3, probably a yes.
Yeah. Okay, final section, this or that. So I'm going to give you 2 options. Just go with your gut feel.
Okay.
The first one's a bit random. I don't know where my brain thought of this. Flowers or trees?
Flowers.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, that's very superficial.
Yeah, I don't know though. But then it's like, would you rather have flowers in your house? And it's how you think of it.
Flowers in my house, yeah.
Yeah, or like in your garden, yeah.
But I do appreciate a good tree.
You like trees, yeah. It's funny, isn't it?
Like apples. With no trees, there'd be no apples. Now I think of it, I'm probably going to go trees.
Yeah, because I think quick reaction, I'd be flowers. But then you've obviously thought about it more and been like, oh, but trees are more important.
Yeah.
So funny. Astronaut or spy?
Spy.
Yeah.
I have no wish to go to space.
No.
I think it'd be nice for maybe like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I'd be done.
Yeah.
Spy, I actually would love to be a spy. Fun fact, my dad actually applied to be an MI6 one time when he was having a midlife crisis. And I used to help him do the tests online. He got quite far. It was an interesting process, though. They'd send you this secret emails.
Really?
But I'm an open book.
Yeah, same. There's no chance. Everyone would know.
Shit.
Yeah, everyone would know. I'd love it, but then also, I like telling everyone stuff.
Yeah.
So you'd have all these cool stuff to tell about your day, and you'd have to just lie and say, like, oh, I'm still, like, for you, working in infrastructure. You know, you'd want to be like, no, I actually, like, blew up a building.
Yeah. And also, like, I watch Killing Eve and feel seriously stressed. And I think I can't even handle it through a screen. If it was me in real life, I think I'd just have a mental breakdown.
Yeah, fair enough. Be able to read someone's mind or control their mind.
Fuck.
I know.
Read it. I don't want to control anyone.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to read anyone's either, though.
No, they're both horrible options.
Yeah.
Why did you make that question?
You're right, though. Control is, like, more
fucking
psychotic.
psycho behaviour.
Yeah, psychotic. Whereas read, like, maybe you could turn it off. Don't know.
Yeah, and also, like, sometimes I really appreciate honesty in someone, potential suitors, and I appreciate honesty a lot. Like, for me, like, honesty, I need transparent people.
Yeah.
I am transparent.
So, would you rather be able to run 200 miles an hour or be able to fly 20 miles an hour?
Fly 20 miles an hour.
The slow option, but the fun option.
Yeah, the fun option. And also 20 miles an hour is not that slow.
Yeah. I guess you couldn't fly to another country on it, is what I was thinking.
Could you not?
Not 20 miles per hour. It'd be so slow.
Yeah, you'd be up there for a while, but you'd see amazing things.
Yeah, the run is like the convenient one. It's like you want to get somewhere fast.
Yeah, whereas I'm about the experience.
Yeah, I actually looked it up because I was interested. You can run on water at that speed.
Engineering nerds for life.
Yeah, I had to look it up because I was like, I need to know.
Do you know what I was thinking though? The 200 miles an hour, this is such a fucking infrastructure thing to think. I thought you'd get to Dover and you'd have to wait for the next ferry anyway.
But no, because you can run on water.
Yeah. So, yeah, but
that's funny.
Whereas the flying, nothing's stopping you. You know?
Yeah.
As long as you stay out of the flight path.
Also, it's way cooler.
Yeah,
in the sense
cool.
that, okay, not everyone can run that fast, but everyone can run. Whereas no one can fly.
True.
Yeah. Would you rather be able to play every musical instrument or master every type of sport?
Sport. I love the outdoors. I love activities. And if I was a master at sport, like, wow, that would seriously improve my life.
Yeah. What would you do with it?
I can't front crawl.
Just that. FYI.
I just want to front crawl. I really wanted to do a triathlon, but then I had to front crawl, and then I was like, oh, fuck, I'm just not going to learn to front crawl. So then I was trying to find ones where I could do breaststroke, because my breaststroke's really good. So honestly, that for me would change my life.
You'd be able to do everything.
Yeah, I'd be really happy. I'd be shot putting apples across the supermarket. Imagine.
Okay, last one. Let your parents or your boss access your browsing history.
Wow.
I know.
My parents can look at my browsing history, that's fine.
Okay.
My boss would be like, we don't pay you enough to be buying all these things.
Or like, why are you buying them in office hours? Or
more recently, why are you applying for other jobs?
Yeah. That is true. I didn't think of that. They'd see like all your... Because sometimes I feel like it's natural for everyone to like at least browse other jobs. Like it's just
not my
interesting.
fault that my LinkedIn is more popping than my Hinge app.
Yeah.
Oh my, this is actually crazy. So I'm just leaving a job and I'd been working with someone from another firm, a girl, who I like sort of looked after and like thought that we got on really well. And then I was on holiday, like I had 1 week left at the job when I got back. And I got a message on LinkedIn when I was 10 days into my holiday saying like, hi, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, hi, yeah, hope you're well. Like, hope the project's okay while I'm away. And then, bombshell, just wanted to say I've had a massive crush on you for the last 2 months.
No. On LinkedIn DM.
On LinkedIn. I was shocked and appalled. And then, I've had a massive crush on you for the last few months. Would you ever see me in that way? Wink face. And I was like, LinkedIn, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, sorry, yeah, not interested. And number three, it's literally a colleague from another business. I was like, this is wrong on so many levels.
Yeah, it's so inappropriate.
Like, you would just say, like, can I have your WhatsApp? And we'll mess it, like, we'll go for lunch when you've left. Like, oh, I'll really miss you or something. Then maybe, like, in person. Anyway, I was like, oh my God. And I was fuming because I'd not thought about work for the whole holiday. And this penetrated my subconscious of work. And, like, I was like, fuck. Like, I just wanted to have my time on holiday.
Yeah, now you got this stress.
Anyway, I was politely like, that's flattering, but no thanks, basically.
Yeah.
I was really nervous about coming back to work because I like help manage their work and I'm doing this handover of the work and I have to speak to them literally for hours every day. And I was like, now I'll have to see if you're staring into my eyes over Zoom. And it was all making sense because before I left, they said to me, like, we'll really miss you. You light up a room. I don't think anyone can be unhappy in your presence. And I was like, wow, I've really made impact on this person.
Yeah.
But actually, they just fancied me, which is sad.
Yeah.
But anyway, when I came back to work, I found out they'd booked annual leave for the week that I'm back.
That's so... Do you think they did that on purpose?
Yeah, I honestly think they shooted their shot, and then if it went well, they'd have come into work and we could have held hands in the sunset. But if it went badly, like, they'd just book this annual leave anyway, so I've not had to see them. See ya.
That is good.
I don't know why LinkedIn for me has been, some
what
strange
a minefield.
experience. So if you're having bad dating, get yourself popping on LinkedIn. Get a new headshot.
You don't need Hinge. They just come flooding through from LinkedIn.
All you need is a nice white background, a nice cheesy grin, and you're away.
Maybe just start commenting on people's photos, like, really.
On a serious note, though, like, if it was an older man, like, people would have reported that to HR.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
It is really not okay.
But, yeah, how crazy. Maybe I'll meet my future man on LinkedIn, who knows, but to date it's not provided the goods.
Amazing. Well, that concludes the podcast. Thank you so much.
No, thanks. This has been such fun.
Do you have any final words?
I don't know. DM me.
Great.
Thanks. Bye.
If you think you'd be a great match for this character, especially if you own a 3-seater van, contact the podcast at Single Sounds to date her. This week should be a good one because it's a very long bank holiday weekend, so I hope you have a great week and a really happy Jubilee weekend. See you next Tuesday.